if a girl is not ready for marriage and her parents convince her or tell her that she has to get married and she does get married, the question is, because her parents told her to get married and all that, is her nikah or marriage still valid? My counter question was that does it have to be a girl? Okay, why does it have to be a girl? Can it be a guy? Don't you think guys are told, oh, you have to get married, and the guy says, I'm not ready? It happened with me. It happened with me almost 13 plus years ago, 2007. I visited my parents for my sister's wedding. I finished my engineering at that time, my bachelor's, Alhamdulillah. And I told them, I'm here for the sister's wedding. And my mom asked that, oh, I wish I knew you were going to stay longer. We should have found you a bride. I said, no, I'm not ready for marriage. Maybe another 5-6 years, maybe master's, PhD. So my mom said, Acha, okay, let me figure something out. So, and here I am. I got married. I wasn't actually ready, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the way. وَلْيَسْتَعْفِفِ الَّذِينَ لَا يَجِدُونَ نِكَاحًا حَتَّى يُغْنِيَهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِ Surah Nur. So there is no such thing in the Quran or Sunnah that nikah will become invalid. If it is invalid, then it's invalid for me too. And Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, mashallah, I have 4 kids so far, and I'm pretty sure it's quite valid. Alhamdulillah. So let's not worry about that. In fact, a lot of times you see younger people, whenever people who get married in a younger age, like I got married younger, you're not really ready. You're not, mashallah, not everybody has the same level of desires. Okay. A lot of time our focus is toward education, this and this and that, but our parents are looking beyond just our smaller goals, our short-term goals. They're looking beyond that. They know that if they delay their daughter's wedding or marriage or their son's marriage, the prospects will not be the same after 4 or 5 years. And not only that, they may fall for sin. Who has guaranteed us that we will not go for haram? And who had the guarantee that if I did not marry back in 2007, I would be protected from haram until today? There's no guarantee. So the sooner the better. In this country, even in Michigan, United States of America, the minimum age of legal marriage, I'm talking about legal marriage in the county of Kalamazoo, is 16 with the parental consent. MashaAllah, a very Islamic rule. Because at the age of 16, most men and women, most people are not boys and girls, they are men and women. Michigan. And actually, you'll be shocked how the age actually is even under 16 instead of New York and Texas. But anyways, it has to be with parental consent. I'm talking about America. See, they're telling their people that you need to have, the marriage system back in business and forget this whole, business of relationships. College environment is very toxic. People who come virgins in college, they become, astaghfirullah, virgins when they're done from college. What the hell that degree is good for? What Islam is left after becoming a drunkard, alcoholic, and drug user and all that? And then I have a nice degree. To hell with such degree. This is not ilm. This is hell. This is buying hell with money. So, Alhamdulillah, your parents are, they know better than you and I. Okay, and it happened to me also. This whole idea, I'm not ready. If you're not ready, okay, just put your foot down, say, I am not going to get married, but then you better give a written, sworn affidavit statement to your parents that you will never ever do zina or any haram, any kind of haram that is related to zina. There's many forms of zina of eyes, zina of ears, zina of hands. Give that guarantee in writing so that your parents can show that on the Day of Judgment, that Allah, we did our best and our daughter refused, our son refused. That's the bottom line. You can do that. I could not have done that. So Alhamdulillah, marriage protects our iman, our Islam, our future generations. See, now Alhamdulillah, I have kids, I have education. Allah, I know I don't have $1 million in my bank account. I don't have a big house in America. But Alhamdulillah, I can relate with my kids. I can have fun with them. I can play with them. I can have sports with them. They can't call me, Daddy, you're too old. Mommy, you are so old. You are not our class. You're not our type. They can't do that. Alhamdulillah, you're more relatable. Don't delay marriages of your kids. Okay. I'm not talking about kids underage kids. I'm talking about your children, your pubertal children who are men and women. They have desires. Sometimes they're shy. They're not telling you. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us also. Alhamdulillah, nikah is valid. Now, if someone says that I'm not ready or refuses it at the time of nikah, that imam then cannot do the nikah. Remember this. If a girl or a guy, doesn't matter, because our parents, especially our Muslim families, parents have a great say in our matters. Alhamdulillah, Islamic and cultural both together. So let's say at the time of nikah, the man says, no, I don't want to get married. My parents are forcing me to do this. That's an invalid nikah. Prophet ﷺ annulled a marriage. I actually sent a reference to my professor in the university. I was asked that, can you send me a reference of a marriage where Prophet ﷺ annulled a marriage, where somebody was like unwillingly put into a marriage. So this is where one marriage Prophet ﷺ annulled, because a woman said, "Oh Rasulullah, I was never asked." You see, there are people who get ready and last minute they say, I don't think I'm ready. Subhanallah, it's cold feet, it's nervousness. Has nothing to do with readiness. Is it this whole thing, I'm not ready? Astaghfirullah, wallahi, I know of people who were telling their parents they're not ready, they're not ready, they're not ready. And then in secret, at the end of their college, they had boyfriends and girlfriends and haram relationships and all kinds of nonsense. What happened? So, please don't buy into that readiness thing. It's either a yes or a no. Okay? And this has to be, no parent, no father, mother goes to see another family and introduces the boy and the girl without having that consent. You know that. We live in the United States of America. Nobody's being forced here. And please don't force them, but convince them. Give them legal, valid argument. Look at Saudi students, mashallah. We always pick on them with negative things. Do you know most of them, mashallah, do not commit zina just because they come here married, even in undergraduate. Sometimes wife and husband both are walking with a PhD and mashallah, the kids, a group of kids behind them. Allahu Akbar.